this 25 to 30 hours, and then try to practice, spend some time daily 1 hour and all. After that, you can write any program. It's very simple. Java is simple, and if you stuck anywhere also will get more help in the web. Okay. In addition to that, Selenium also very simple. If you understand Java basics clearly, then we can automate Selenium test cases easily. Okay. The Selenium we can automate using Perl, Python, Ruby, using different programming languages as well. But in our course, we discuss Java. Okay, Selenium using Java. Okay, clear?
Hello, Venkat. Sorry to interrupt.
Yeah.
I'm Naren. I just see your voice is getting up broken often, not smooth. Can you please check in?
Naren, could you speak little louder? Guys, all of
Yeah,
this is
can you hear me now? Hello.
yeah, it's better. Yes.
Hello.
Yes, Naren, tell me.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh, yeah, your voice is getting broken in the middle. When you just started, it was good. But when you're just ending, right? And I'm just missing some words or sentences. I'm not sure why there is an interruption.
Okay.
Can you please?
Voice is not clear.
Yeah, it's not about the voice actually. I couldn't hear the full. I couldn't just complete your finish. I mean, you were not finishing it. I'm not hearing it completing it. When you just basically.
So, anybody else have the problem?
I didn't face anything as such because I was able to hear what Venkat was saying. But one thing I want to say is like whoever is not talking, they can go on mute so that it does not disturb the
Yeah. That's what we need to follow. But otherwise, I'm okay with Venkat's voice. I think Naren, can you just reboot? Do you want to try just reboot the system and try?
Hello. Can you?
Yeah.
Is my voice clear to you guys?
No, it's kind of blurred.
Okay. Anish, can you hear everything?
Naren, I am facing some problems when you are speaking. I mean, some noise and noise.
Yeah, we can hear echo.
Yeah.
Anish and Naren, I think you guys are sitting close by, so that's the reason you're getting echo. Is that you guys are attending from the same room or just nearby, right? Maybe that because of that.
Now I can hear properly. Who is speaking?
Yeah, Joe.
That is Joby.
Joby.
Yeah, if you are sitting very close by, then it will be a problem.
Even Arun voice also clear.
Okay, Venkat.
Yes, sir.
Just go ahead. If he's let him come back, I think now it's fine. I think.
Let me call Naren and talk to him over phone.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
I just talked to them. I think they're not sitting in the same room, but they're facing this echo and the voice is getting blurred. Not sure why.
Okay. Can you just ask them to just reboot and try? Sometimes we face problems. Maybe reboot or something will work.
Yeah, I think they're all.
I think now it's clear. Yeah. Now it's clear. If something comes up, I'll just let you know.
Okay. Okay, can you go on mute until you speak sometime? Yeah. Venkat,
Yeah.
please go.
Okay. Thank you. Now is it clear, Naren?
Yes, Venkat, please proceed.
Yeah. Okay. So after every week, we will give 2-3 programs assignment. Please practice it. Okay. Daily 1 hour practice is enough. It's not required to spend more time also. Okay. What I expect is daily 1 hour if you practice, then by end of these sessions you will understand clearly and you can write or automate your test cases. Okay, you can write your own framework as well. Okay, so no need to worry. Many are working on automation, manual automation from long time. Okay, it doesn't matter. First try to understand Java basics thoroughly and then we can automate anything. Okay, so don't worry about that. We will start from scratch. You will understand. Okay. So any other doubts if you guys have, you can ask me. We will. Otherwise, I will proceed.
Venkat, so guys, ask any doubts, interrupt any time, and then ask questions so that we can clear it and proceed, so that we'll not have a confusion at the end of the class. So, do you have any other questions?
While I'm explaining, also it's not clear. Please ask me there itself. Okay, don't hesitate. Otherwise, you will not understand next concepts what I'm going to teach. Okay, everything is related. Okay.
Okay, Venkat, you just proceed.
Yeah. Okay, thank you. We'll start about Java. Okay. So we'll see what is OOPS concepts. Okay. OOPS. As I said some time back, any programming language which supports 3 features: inheritance, encapsulation, and polymorphism. Okay, if any programming language supports these 3 features, then that programming language is called as object-oriented programming. Okay, how to say a programming language is object-oriented? Object-oriented programming language supports encapsulation, inheritance, and polymorphism. Today we'll discuss about encapsulation. And then we'll move on to inheritance in next classes. So encapsulation. Before going to discuss about encapsulation, we'll see some small things, whatever the drawbacks we have in other programming languages where encapsulation doesn't support. Okay, then why do we need encapsulation and all? We'll see. Before moving on to encapsulation, let me explain a simple scenario. Consider we have a method. Okay, or we have a function. Why function 1? Okay, we have a function. Why function 1? Function name is fun1. Okay, we have a function. Here, if I declare a variable, int a, okay, If I declare a variable int a inside this function function1, okay, the lifetime or accessibility of that variable is within that function only. Okay, for example, int a. Here if I want to print, I can print a value, no problem. Okay, or else if I want to increment a, I can increment. I can access this a variable within this function. Okay, so the variables which are declared inside a function. Okay, void function1, opening curly braces, closing curly braces. Whatever is there in between, that we call it as body of that function. Once if you declare a variable inside a function, you can access it within that function only. Okay. Now you can perform any operations on that variable. I have another function. Consider void function 2. I'm going to write another function 2. Here I am declaring another variable int b. Okay. I want int b. Sorry, b variable. If I want, I can increase also. Whatever operations you want to perform, you can. Okay. Now I can access b variable only in function 2. See here, function 2. And a variable I can access only in function 1. Consider if I want to access variable b in function 1, for example, if I want to print b here, okay, this is not allowed. Okay, we'll see. Variables which are declared inside a function, here function 1 has a variable int a, function 2 has a variable int b. Okay, the variables which are declared inside a function, in the sense within that opening curly brace and closing curly brace. Okay, variables which are declared inside a function are called as local variables. Okay. Variables which are declared inside a function are called local variable. Variables which are declared as local, that means within the function, cannot be accessible outside the function. That means the variable b, which is declared inside function 2, cannot be accessible in function 1 because it's a local variable. Local variables cannot be accessible outside the function. Is it clear? Any doubt till this point? Similarly, int a, you declared inside function 1. If you want to access a variable in function 2, that is also not allowed. Right? Because that is local to function 1. Okay, this is also not allowed. So, is it clear about local variables? Sorry, it's CA. Print A. Sorry. Okay. No doubt, right? Till this point. So you can declare a variable inside function. Once if you declare a variable inside a function, those are called as local variables. Local variables can be accessible within that function. It cannot be accessible outside the function. Okay. For that purpose, we have some different kind of variables. We have some different kind of variables called global variables. Okay. If you want to access a variable between functions, okay, across the functions, then you must declare those variables outside of the function. Okay, you just declare here int x, then you can access it here. Print x is allowed. Okay, or performing operations on x, incrementing or anything. Okay, anything is allowed. Once if you declare a variable as global, then you can access it in anywhere. Okay, that means in any function. In a program, if you have more than one function, and if you want to access a variable in all the functions, then you can declare it as a global and you can access it. If you want to access a variable only within that function itself, then declare it as local. That is the difference between a local variable and a global variable. Okay, local cannot be accessible outside, global can be accessed anywhere. Any doubt till this point? Hello?
No doubts, sir.
Okay, you can call me Venkat. Yeah. If any doubt and all, please raise your hand and tell me. Okay. Otherwise, you cannot understand what I'm going to discuss next. Okay. Everything is related. Now, global variable is clear and local variable is clear. Now let me explain a scenario. Why do we need encapsulation? Okay. Why did we move to object-oriented programming languages? This is the reason. See, let me explain. This X can be anything, right? It can be a variable name, right? X is a variable name, so it can be anything. It can be A, B, C, D, X, Y, Z, balance or anything. Okay? So you can give any name as variable. Balance, okay? Total, like that. That's up to you. Variable name can be anything. Now, X variable, and I'm going to remove this code. I have function 1. Okay. Inside function, consider some code exists here already. Okay. Some code exists. Okay. Similarly, like this, in function 2 also some code exists. Why I am not writing the code is I want to display everything in the same page. That's why just I'm removing code. If I write code, some of the functions will go down. It will move to next page. Then it will be a problem for viewing. That's why. Okay. Consider here also we have some code. Similarly, I have another function, void function 3. Void function 3. That also have some code. Okay. That also have some code. Okay. Now, like this, I have 10 functions. Consider like this. Another function, function 3, function 4, function 5, so on. Till function 10, I have 10 functions. Void function 10. Total I have 10 functions. Function 1, function 2, so on, function 10. Now, I have 10 functions. Now my requirement is, you guys understood about what is a local and what is global, and what is the accessibility of those local and global variables. If you declare it as a local, it will be available to only that function. If you declare it as a global, it can be accessible anywhere. That means it will be available to all the functions. Right? Now, see here, I declared int x as a global variable. Then what happens? I can access x variable in function 1, function 2, function 3, so on, function 10. All functions can access x variable. Is it clear? But I have a requirement. I want a kind of variable. Okay, a new type of variable. My requirement is I want to make it available or accessible to function 1, function 2, function 3. See, I have a variable name can be anything, right? So just I'm writing x variable 1, 2, 3. Okay, this is one variable name x1, 2, 3. Why I'm giving the numbers mean just to understand. My requirement is for easy understanding purpose. I need a variable which can be accessible within function 1, 2, 3 only in 1, 2, 3 functions. Okay, and I should not allow that variable can be accessible in other functions, function 4 to function 10. Did you guys understand my requirement? I have a requirement like I want to make this variable accessible within 1, 2, 3 functions and make it unavailable to other functions, function 4 to function 10. Now, that was my requirement, and if I declare it as a global like this, int x1, 2, 3, what happens? Function 1 can access, function 2 can access, function 3 can access. Similarly, function 4 to function 10 also can access. Because it's a global, once if you declare a variable as global, anyone can access. Right? Now, try to recollect my requirement. My requirement is I want to make it available to few functions, make it unavailable to few functions. But if I declare it as a global, it will be available to everyone. Okay. If I declare it as a local, consider in function 1, if I declare it, I cannot access it in function 2 and function 3 as it's a local variable. Okay. Now, that is the reason we are moving to a concept called encapsulation. Why do we need it? We will see. Now see, int x1, 2, 3 variable, I want to make it available to 3 functions and make it unavailable to other functions. That means from 4 to 10. Okay. If I declare it as a global, what is happening? My intention is I don't want to make it available to function 4 to function 10. But once if you declare it as a global, it will be available to those functions also. This leads to data security problem. Okay, here my intention is I don't want to make this data to be available for function 4 to 10. But due to global declaration, anyone can access. That leads to data security problem. Okay. So for that purpose, we need a concept. We need some feature that will allow us. Okay, that will allow us to use the variable x1, 2, 3 to only function 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and make it unavailable to 4 to 10. Okay, clear? For that reason, we are moving on to a new concept called encapsulation. Okay? Using encapsulation, we can achieve this. Whatever the requirement I have mentioned sometime back, that can be achieved using encapsulation. Then how do we achieve it? That we will see. Okay, there is a concept called class. There is a concept called class. Using classes we can achieve. Okay. See, let me write here first syntax. How to write a class? Okay, this is a syntax for writing class. Whatever I am writing in Angular braces, it can be anything. Okay, it can be anything. That means class space class name. Generally, this will be class name. This class name you can give any name. But class is a keyword. You must use this class keyword as it is. After that, any name you can give. Okay. And then opening curly brace, closing curly brace. This is how we'll write a class. Okay, how do we write class? This is the way of writing class. This is a syntax. Okay, inside class, here you can write variables and methods. Okay, variables and functions. When it comes to Java, we call functions as methods. We call functions as methods. From now, if I say method, don't confuse. It is a function only. Okay, just terminology difference. That's it. Okay, in C programming and other programming languages, we call it as functions. In some programming, we will call it as subroutine. Okay, here in Java, we call it as method. Okay, inside class, we will write variables and functions. Okay, now inside class, you can write variables and functions. This is the syntax. Now, one example we'll see class test. Okay, this name can be, class name can be anything. Okay, our class example. It can be anything. Okay, class name can be anything. Okay, this is how we'll write a class. Inside class, what do we write? Generally, we write variables and functions. Variables and functions. Now, you decide. Your requirement is you want to make this X available to. Okay, you write another variables also. You declare another variable 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. A variable x4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This variable can be accessible to 4 to 10 functions, not to 1, 2, 3. Okay, so this variable x1, 2, 3 can be accessible to 1, 2, 3 functions. Other variable x4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 can be accessible to function 4 to function 10. Okay, once if you declare it as a global, generally in C programming and all, if you declare it as a global, then it will be available to all. That is the reason we are moving on to a new concept called encapsulation. Using that, you can divide this into different classes. Okay, now into X and its C, you move the data or a variable. Okay, when it comes to Java, we will see class later. Let me explain the terminology. When it comes to Java, all variables we will call it as data also. Okay, variable means data. From now, if I am saying variable or data, don't confuse data also variable. Okay, variables are nothing but we call it as data. Okay, variables call it as data, and functions we will call it as methods. Okay, methods. So variables and functions are data and methods. Okay, now you move data at a variable and its associated functions. Okay, from now onwards I will use data and methods only, don't confuse. Okay, now you move the data and its associated methods. That means the methods which you access are required that data. You move those variables and methods into a different class. For example, function 1, 2, 3 and its associated data I am moving into a class. Okay, example 1. Okay, see here. Here inside class, that means inside opening curly brace and closing curly brace, I am writing that. Okay, see here till this is class close. This is class related, opening and closing curly brace. In between, we'll write data and methods. Okay. Similarly, other variable and its associated functions. Okay, here function 4 to function 10. Okay, here function 4 to function 10 is there, right? Function 4 to function 10 and its associated data. You move into another class. Okay, so write another class as example 2. Okay, inside that you write a different set of methods with its associated data. Okay, clear? Like this we'll write class. Okay, now this variable or data x123 can be accessible to function 123. Okay, that means within that class only we can access. Okay, so the variable here whatever we have int x123 or the data x123 can be accessible to the functions or to the methods which are available in that class. Okay, this class has three methods. These three methods can access the variables are declared inside that class. Okay, similarly in another class whatever the variables are you have declared, those can be accessible to function 4 to function 10. Okay, here once again if you want a variable separate variable which is required only for function 10 means inside that function you can declare. Okay, int local variable. Okay, like this you can declare. Okay, or int a if you declare it is a local variable to this function 10 only. Clear? Any doubt in writing class? Hello?
Yeah. Yeah, we are
Is
clear.
it? Yeah. Naren, it's clear?
Yes, Venkat. Please.
Yeah. Rajan?
Yeah, Venkat, it's fine.
Okay. Anish?
Yes, Venkat.
Joby?
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah. Sanjana?
Yeah, Venkat, I'm fine.
Okay. Thomas?
So that is Amita, right? That is Amita.
Amita. Okay. Amita, is it clear?
Yes.
Vijayita?
Venkat,
Yeah. Okay, good. See, this is how we'll write a class. Okay. Now, let me explain writing a simple class one more time. Okay. What is the syntax? Class name. Class is a keyword. Always we must write class as it is this keyword. After that, class name. Class name is like a variable name. You can write any name. Okay. My first program. This is the class name. Okay, any name you can write. Class space class name and then opening curly brace, closing curly brace. This is a class. Okay, this is a class. Inside class generally we write variables and methods and functions. Okay, see here int a comma int b. So two variables I am declaring. A equal to 10, b equal to 20, a equal to 10, b equal to 20. I am going to write a method. Okay. That method, what it does is it will perform arithmetic operation on these two. Okay. So public. Okay, forget about public. Just write wide. Okay, wide edition. Okay, wide edition. And just try to print. Okay. And B. That is A plus B. Okay. Actually, this syntax, whatever print means, just here I am writing print. My intention is I want to print on console. But how do we write equivalent statement of print in Java? We will see soon. Okay. For now, you just assume print will print the sum of those. Okay. Whatever the value you are passing, it will print. Like this, you can write a function. Okay. If you want, you can write another function wide subtraction. Okay. Wide subtraction. See function. Okay. This is one function. So these variables are accessible to all the functions which you are going to write inside this class. Okay. Inside this class, how many functions you will write, all those have access to these variables in TA and okay. Print print a minus clear. Now this is how we'll write a class. This is how we'll write a class. Okay. Class name, opening curly brace, closing curly brace. In between we can write variables and functions. Variables and functions. From now onwards, we'll call these variables as data. Okay. Variables as data. These functions as methods. Okay. This is one method. This is sub is another method. Okay. Inside a class, we can write data and methods. Okay. See the way of. This is the way of writing a class. Here we are binding data and methods into a single unit called class. Inside class, you are writing data and its associated methods inside a class. Okay. This is called encapsulation. Okay. What is encapsulation? The process of writing data and its associated methods inside a single unit. Okay, is called encapsulation. A single unit in the sense inside a class. Okay. If you want, you can write a separate class. Okay. Class B. Okay. Inside class B, you can write some variables and methods here. Okay. The variables which you are writing inside this class B can be accessible to the methods which you are going to declare inside class B. Okay. For example, here if I have a variable class B, I cannot access this class B. I cannot access variable B inside this class. Inside this class, I cannot access. Okay, because that is different class. This is different class. Okay, for example, here consider I have variable int x. Now, if I want to use the int x here, okay. Print x. Just I'm trying to print x. Okay. For printing purpose also I should have access to x, but it's not allowed because it's not available inside this class. It is available in different class. Okay. Clear? Now the variables or data which is declared inside a class can be accessible to all the functions or methods which are declared inside that class. It cannot be accessible to other class functions or methods. Okay? Clear? Now, how are we achieving encapsulation? Using class concept. Using class, we are writing data and its associated variables into a single unit, that is class. Okay, this process is called encapsulation. Any doubt till this point? Hello?
No, Venkat.
No, Venkat.
Any doubt? Please ask me. Otherwise, okay. Silence means I will consider it as you guys understood it. Okay. See, what is encapsulation? Encapsulation is the process of binding. Okay, binding in the sense keeping inside one class. Okay, binding of what do we bind or what do we keep inside a class? Data and its associated methods. Okay, methods. Process of binding data and its associated methods into a single unit. Okay, is called encapsulation. Okay, encapsulation. How are we achieving? Using classes concept. Using class, we can achieve encapsulation. Okay. Encapsulation. Now, we'll write a simple program. Using class. Okay, we'll write a simple program using class. Before going to that, we need to set up our environment on our laptops or machines. Okay, for that, what do we need is, for setup purpose, we need Java. Okay, latest current Java is Java 8 version. We need to use Java. Okay, and once if you have Java programming, we have something called IDE. Okay, for IDE we use Eclipse IDE. Okay, it is a development environment. Okay, integrated development environment. IDE. Okay, IDEs are like NetBeans, Java, like this. We have different IDEs for this purpose. NetBeans and Eclipse. We'll use Eclipse IDE. Okay, if you use IDE, what happens? Without IDE also we can write the program. We are going to write Java program. For that purpose we need Java. That you understood. Now, why do we need IDE? If you don't have IDE, also we can write the programs and we can run it. But if you have IDE, we can write it easily. Okay, if any syntax error and all, at the time of writing program itself, it will show. Here syntax error is there, here semicolon is missing. Okay, please correct it. Like that, it will show some errors. It will help us. Okay, so if you have IDE, we can write our programs easily. That is the reason we are using IDE. So one of the IDE is Eclipse. We are going to use Eclipse IDE and Java 8. This is for Java. Okay, these two are for Java. Okay, so you can write any kind of program using this IDE, no problem. Okay, not only Java. For Java purpose, we need main Java 8, and to write the programs, we need Eclipse. Okay, later we will see after completion of Java, before moving on to Selenium. That time we will see what else required for Selenium. Okay, for now, all of you please install Java 8 and IDE on your machines. We will see how to install. Okay, and we'll write a simple program. Okay. Java 8. Oracle Corporation owns Java. Okay.
Okay.
So we can download it from Oracle site. Okay, here Java. JDK, Java Development Kit. Okay, Java Development Kit we call it as Java 8 download. Just if you search it in Google, you will find the link. You just download it. See here, Java JDK means Java Development Kit. Okay, it's required. It has the set of softwares which are required for implementing Java programs, compiling and running purpose, whatever required, everything is there inside JDK 8. You consider JDK is a kind of software which is required for Java programming. Okay, so we must install JDK 8. 8 is latest version. Okay, looks like some other also there. JDK 10 and all might be in testing. Okay, so install JDK 8. Okay, from where we'll get JDK 8? Here, just go. Search it, you will get Oracle site downloads. Okay. Can you guys start installing this parallelly along with me?
Yes, uncle.
Yeah, all of you please open browser and search for Java JDK 8 download. Okay. So open that first link, you will get this kind of page.
So Venkat, so we need to download from this page. Where to go from this page? Because there are a lot of options if you just come down from just one.
Might be from other places also, but this is the official site. Okay? We will download from here. Okay.
Venkat, he's asking from the same place, right? There is Linux, Windows, so many options, right?
Here, this one I will explain. How to download it here. Once you guys reach this page, right? Here we have different voices for different operating systems. Okay. Here Java SE Development Kit. SE means Standard Edition, Java Standard Edition Development Kit. Other one below, we have something called demos and examples. Okay, second one is not required for us. We have to install this one for software. Okay, just click on this accept license. Okay. If you are using Windows OS, download this Windows X64 version, last one. Okay, if you are using different versions, Linux and all, depends upon your OS, you can install respective software. Okay, here just select this license and then click on this link. Okay, click on this last link. It will start downloading the software. Okay. See here, it's downloading. Left side down. Any doubt in this? Once download completes, just click on that. Okay. And then double click on that file. Let it finish. Once it finishes, right? You will get that software exe. You just double click on that. See here, I've already downloaded it. Once download completes, you can see something called JDKI Fun 8U, some like this, Windows X64 and all. Just double click on that. Is anyone facing problem?
Venkat, just a quick question. I'm just seeing two things. Java SE development kit 8U201 or 8U202?
Anything is fine.
Thanks.
If anyone is facing problem, please share your screen. After downloading the software, just double click on that file. Okay, whatever the executable Java file you have downloaded. Then you will get some options. Just install, run, and then next. Whatever the settings are there, default settings, with that just proceed next, and then at the end accept license. Okay, no need to change anything. Just click on next button, it will proceed. It will take 5 to 10 minutes. I have already installed on my machine. That is the reason it is showing. The software has already been installed on your computer. Do you want to reinstall it? Okay, not required. That is the reason I am giving now. Once if it downloads, just double click on it, click on run, and then proceed to next.